Hey Hey is a great Delta Blues classic that you will learn to play in this video. It was originally written and performed by Big Bill Broonzy back in the 20s and 30s, and it was later covered in the early 90s by Eric Clapton on his legendary Unplugged album. First of all, I'll just play a part of the song and then I'll play it very slowly, show everything note for note with tablature on the screen. Then I will play through the complete song very slowly and then a little more up to tempo and all with on-screen tabs. And this is how the song sounds. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Hello and welcome. My name is Andi and this is a place where blues guitar is made easy. This song is definitely not for the complete beginner. If you find it very challenging, please don't frustrate yourself, but please go to the other videos on my channel and play something easier and come back to this later. So with that being said, let's start. Hey Hey is a blues in E. It's a standard 12-bar blues, so you have 4 bars of E, 2 bars of A, 2 bars of E, B, A and a turnaround. We only have 4 2-bar licks. We have the E lick, that's 2 bars long. We repeat that lick, then we'll have the second lick on A, then we'll have the first lick again on E, then we'll have a third lick, B and A. Some people would say these are 2 1-bar licks, but I see it as one phrase, a 5-4, and then we'll have the 2-bar turnaround. I'll also show you a little fill that you can play in between the vocal phrases, and I'll show you the ending. So here's lick 1. We'll have a steady bass in this song, which means we'll have a quarter pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the low E with a little palm mute. And then there's this cool little bass thing going on that's also played sometimes by Sun House, which is a slide from the 5th, from the B on the A string, up to the 7th fret, so 2nd to 7th fret. This is on the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you have to arrive here while you hit on the count 1 the low E, 4, 1. This might take a little practice to get it exactly at the right speed. So then with the rest of the fingers we'll have something that looks like a D chord moved up to a D7 moved up to A7 at the 8th and 9th fret. So this is ring finger at G9, middle finger at B8 and pinky at E9. This is actually the minor third that you can bend on a little bit, and this here is the root E and this is the 6th. So the melody goes like this. You can play the open E or the 9th fret of the G string interchangeably. I'll do it sometimes like this and sometimes like that. I'll show you both ways. You always have to check if the note is on the bass or in between the basses. 4, 1, 2 and 3. These first 2 notes are on the bass. It's the middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string and the open E, or respectively that E. And then 2 times on the offbeat, the pinky. And then again the middle finger, still the offbeat, and the final E is on the beat again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 start all over. So this is not so easy to play that in a circle, but you have to practice that because the lick is repeated. And once that works, you'll get it up to speed. And the next thing is you can strum a little heavier, so you hit more than one string at one time. You see, sometimes I hit 2 or even 3 strings. So if you played that twice, next up is the A chord. On the A we have that slide again, but this time down from the 7th fret, the 5th E, down the A string, and then we'll play the open A. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up to the E again. So let's start with the melody. 4, 1, 2, 3, and. So you'll have on the beat the pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string, then on the 2nd fret of the E string on the next beat, and on the off beat the open string. 4, 1, 2, 3, and. Again, a few off beats on the G, 3rd fret. The E is an off beat. Then the 2nd fret is on the bass, and then the last E is an off beat again. So the two optional notes are before and after the first note. We could play the B string on the 2nd fret, which would sound like this. So these are both off beats. And then back to the E. It's the same as the first lick, and then we'll have that great 5/4 lick from B7 to A7, and here we'll have an A7 moved up to B7, 2 frets, so this is the 4th fret, this is the 5th fret, and what we'll do here is we have an A, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 would be the F sharp on the 4th fret of the D string, and then a few A notes. An A note as a bass note of a B7, yes, I listened very closely, and this is the way Big Bill Broonzy plays it. And it's also something that many of the old bluesers did, like for example Jimmy Reed often played this thing. With the B, he still played the open A as a bass note. It's not wrong, it's just the way these guys play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and. Again, watch closely where is a note on the beat, on the bass, and where's a note on the off beat. And then we are on the A chord. You can also play again on the B string. It's optional to play that note. It just sounds a little fuller, it's just a note more, but you don't have to play it. Okay, let's continue. What do we have here? Here's the first triplet, first of all. Beat, off beat, beat, triplet, pull off, and to the 5th fret on the E string. A triplet, 3rd fret to 2nd fret, pull off on the high E string, and then the E on the 5th fret of the B string. You could also play it in that position again, but then you couldn't play a pull off. Just a slide if you want to. But I think the pull off sounds great. Just makes it more fluid. So what do we have here? The triplet, back to the high E 2nd fret, back to the E 5th fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the B string, and the open E is an offbeat again. Bass, 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 and then we'll have the E, which is the first note of the turnaround. Now let's take a look at that great turnaround. So we'll have a slide here, which is part of this D7 moved up 2 frets. 1 and 2 and 3. So slide from the 2nd to the 4th fret. 4th fret on the high E string with the bass. Back to the other melody note. 1 and 2 and 3 is an open string. Here's another triplet. B, triplet, E2, pull off to open E, B2, and then on the beat with the bass, the E again. B, and then G hammer on to the 1st fret and high E. This is again with the bass note here. And then this last one you could play, for example, like a slow strum, ending on the root note on the bass. And this is all you need to play the 12 bars, but now we have also the ending, which would be something like this. So again, the D moved up 2 frets, 1 and 2, 1 fret down, 3 and 1 fret down, 4 and now the E. Every chord together with the bass note. Then the melody with the pinky on the B string, open, 2, 3, with the bass note, or even cooler, with an arpeggiated chord. It's just the E7 chord. I don't play the complete chord up to the high E string because it sounds way cooler if you end on the 7th. 3rd fret of the B string. Pull off. And for dramatic effect, a little bit of vibrato on the neck, yeah. So what is left is when you sing a verse, you can basically just play the steady bass or add here and there a little chord, which would be the lower 2 strings of these shapes here, and it would sound something like this. And then you sing along, and then you'll have the fill. The melody is B3, open B, B3 and E, and then a little rhythmic variation. 1, 2 and 3 and then we'll have some offbeats. On the beat and offbeat, very slowly. You have to get it up to tempo, slowly, step by step, and then you have to practice getting from one lick to the next one. So you play the E lick in circles, E, E, E again, and then you play E to A to E to A, back and forth, and so on, until you can play the complete form. It might take a few days or even a few weeks, depending on your current level, but I think it's way worth it because people love to hear the song. It's really fun to play that song, and actually this is one of the few really well-known songs that even people outside of the blues community know because of Eric Clapton's cover version. So have fun. My name is Andi and I'll see you in the next video.